I found out I had dyslexia like in kindergarten, and then I had to repeat kindergarten because my grades weren't that good and like the reading and my reading wasn't like as required.
Dyslexia is an overall language-based disability. It affects children with average intelligence. It can run in families. It also involves the phonological areas of language where words are broken down into small pieces and the difficulty they have hearing those pieces. It can also affect their reading comprehension later on in their reading fluency. Learning disability teacher consultant is someone that oversees special education students and their programs, and also consults with teachers on a daily basis to make sure the children are progressing in their academics. The main idea of a teacher consultant is to be there not only for the students but also for the teachers to give them ideas and supports in the classroom.
Definitely reading was a struggle. Most of the times, like, the biggest thing was my B's and D's. I would get them mixed up, like, all the time. Like, affected, like, just grade-wise, it was, like, I didn't have the best grades the first couple of years, but then I had teachers that really, like, helped me in elementary school, and they got better, and then I was a straight A student. And it really affected like the reading comprehension too. Well, when I was like in kindergarten and like first grade, everybody was like reading like really fast, and they would be like on their fourth book, and I would be like still like halfway through my first one, and I was like, I wish I could read that fast. I wish.
Children with dyslexia need a specific reading program that is very direct and explicit in instruction. We have Orton Gillingham, which is a very structured approach to teaching phonics, as well as Wilson. Both of them are very good programs. Absolutely. We have many students that go through our school system with dyslexia. They move on to college. They get supports through the American Disabilities Act. With the American Disabilities Act, they can get accommodations in their classrooms that will help them achieve their goals.
Well, in elementary school, I was in special ed classes to help me, and they went like more slower. And then over the years, it just like kind of went away. Well, it doesn't really affect me nowadays. Reading, like now, I love it. Well, also writing is a big passion of mine. I love it. Spanish, like, I love the language and it's fun to learn. I plan to go to BCC for a few years. Then I'm not really sure, maybe like Rutgers, like transfer out into there. What steps would I have to take to become a Spanish and Italian teacher?
Okay, well, you would have to graduate high school, of course, and then you would apply to colleges, take the SAT during your senior year, or you would really take the SAT during your junior year and then apply to colleges your senior year. And then depending on which college you were looking at, you want to make sure they have that education major as well as the Spanish and Italian concentration for education. And then when you go to college, you would take courses that would satisfy that major, and then you would start applying to jobs. Part of the education process is getting certified as a teacher before you get a job. So you would have to take something called a praxis, which is a test that would help you
Practice for Italian and Spanish.
Right. So yeah. So it's a special test. It's kind of like the SAT to get your job. And then you would take that, and once you pass that, then you would get certified by the state, and then you can look for a job. And then who knows? You may end up at Shawnee.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Cool.
What types of courses would I have to take in college?
Well, you would take courses for your major. The first courses you would take are the core courses that everybody has to take, like English and math, and sometimes they make you take a science. Sometimes they make you take, I forget what it was called when I went to school. I went to Temple, and they made everybody take this. I think it was called Intellectual Heritage. It just came to me. But everybody had to take it. And you get those courses done with, but then you would focus on courses in your major. So you would take courses in Spanish and Italian to make sure that you were, strong enough in those languages to teach them. But you would also take education courses, which would teach you how to teach others and do public speaking and things like that.
Yeah, I'm taking that class right now.
Yeah, do you like it?
It's okay, but scary.
Yeah, I can understand that. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you will feel.